On a 120 question test, a student got 84 correct answers. What percent of the problems did the student work correctly? So out of a total of 120 questions, he scored 84 answers or answered 84 questions correctly. So the number of correct answers is 84. And the total number of questions on the test is 120. What we need to find is the percent of the problems that the student did correctly. So with this set of information, let's see what we can do about it. A total of 120 questions, out of which he scored 84 correctly, and assuming that the percentage of the questions or the answers that he solved correctly was x%, x% of 120 in that case equals to 84. Now that makes a lot more sense, and it's obviously a lot more easier to solve. So let's convert this piece of information into mathematical language, and x% is the same as x over 100, and let's replace this off with a multiplication sign. So whenever we have this off in a question, what it really means is we are going to multiply. So x over 100 multiplied by 120 equals to 84. Now since I don't have a denominator for 120, I'm going to add 1, and with that we can now multiply both of these fractions, and that should give us 120x when we multiply the numerators, and when we multiply the denominators what we get is 100. So 120x over 100 equals 84. Now solving this further, since there's just this equals to sign in between them, we can cross multiply, and what that means is we can multiply 84 by 100, and since there's nothing as a denominator for 84, I'm going to add 1 here. So if you multiply 120x by 1, what we get is 120x, and when you multiply 84 by 100, what we get is 8400. So we have x equals to 8400, and I'm going to shift this 120 that we have right here on the other side of the equals to sign, and since it's being multiplied by x here, it's going to be divided once we shift it. So since we need to solve for x, we'll make x the subject, and we'll see what this gives us. So let's cancel out the zeros first, and we're left with 840 over 12, and 840 divided by 12 gives us 70. So x equals to 70. Now since we were finding out the percentage of the problems that he got or that he solved correctly, let's not forget the percent sign. So 70% is the percentage of answers that he solved correctly.